Okay, so now we have our notes page created, but I have lots of notes. I don't have just one page. So what I'd like to do is maybe make a new page for each topic. So I might want an ecology notes, a sales notes, um, scientific method notes, whatever. So again, I'm in my notes page, but I want subpages to go underneath this. So while I'm in here, I can hit create page. And remember earlier where we chose to put this at the top level, our last page, um, that's how we made it show up in the sidebar. But let's say we want a sub page to be underneath notes and kind of keep it organized that way. We'll put page under notes. And the reason note shows up is because that was the last page we were on. So it is guessing that our sub page wants to be underneath notes. And what a sub page is a page that is linked under a main page. So when you go to that main page, you see the sub pages as well on there. Okay. But let's say we were doing something different. We happen to be on the notes page, but we really want to make a sub page for our documents or something. Then you can choose different location and choose a different page. But let's say we want ecology notes. So I'll create page, just like I did before. And notice under notes, I can click notes for my main notes, or underneath, I can click ecology notes. And let's say I keep doing that over and over again. Make sure. Now I want cells, notes, and maybe I'm thinking notes is too long. I can just keep it as cells. Notice how it says ecology notes here. That's because that was the last page I was on. It thinks I want a subpage there, but I probably don't yet because then I would have to click notes, then ecology notes, then cells to get there. But I want this cells to show up right next to ecology notes, so I'm going to choose different location and choose notes. Okay. And hit create page. And notice under my notes I can click cells or ecology. And the reason cells isn't clicking right now like ecology is because I have that open. Okay, so then I can type my notes, yada yada, and it'll create my new page. But let's say I do want even another layer of notes, which is really a good idea to keep things in as few steps as possible. But let's just say I have 12 notes on cells. Then I want to keep it organized. Make sure that you go to notes to find notes, and then you got to go to cells to find the cell notes. So I can create a page and put it under cells. So I could do maybe cell functions. Hit create page. Go back to cells. Hit create page. And I'll maybe do cell parts. Make sure it's under cells. Create page. And notice my cell functions didn't show up because I forgot the all-important save button. So I'll save my cell parts. And then I can create my cell functions again. And I got to make sure, choose a different location, make sure it's under cells. Oh no, I did create it. Okay, so you can see that I have cells. And underneath cells, there's cell functions and cell parts. So this is what's called a sitemap. We learned about this in a previous lesson, how to make a sitemap, which you could do before you make your website. You can kind of make this little step-by-step plan of where you want your pages and subpages. So obviously Mr. Awesome's class is the main page, notes, then cells, and you're getting more and more specific. So your subpages go under the main pages. Okay. So I'll hit cancel because I already made this. Okay, and I'll hit cancel because I already made it. So alright, now that I'm in the notes page, I'll click on cells, and you can see it'll show up my subpages down here. I can click cell functions, and go back, and click cell parts. So these are my subpage links. If you want to change the way these are formatted, like for instance over here, if you wanted to have the third step on this sidebar, you would have to go to your manage sites settings. Okay, but we're going to learn about that part later. But we'll keep it simple. That's how you make subpages. So go ahead and practice this by making 2 subpages for one of your notes pages. So you can see our sidebar is complete here. Make it so you have two sets of notes, and one of them has even more subpages underneath. So you'll have these different layers. So practice that, and you can check it against this. If your site looks like this site, you know how to do this, at least for right now. So go ahead, take practice, and then go on to the next video, which would be how to create an announcements page.